Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for being here. I'd like to welcome those of you who are new to my channel. If you enjoy my content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate all of your support. So, this is just going to be a disclaimer here for you. These are general readings, so the message may or may not resonate for you at this time. Do keep in mind, if you are drawn to these videos, there is likely a message here for you, even if the storyline drawn out by the tarot does not necessarily correspond to you at the time. I'd also like to mention that the tarot is, of course, used for divination in order for us to see future events. So if there's a particular scenario that isn't resonating for you at this time, or rather, if the particular situation you're going through isn't depicted in the cards, these could easily be future events. I do want to mention that my intention is set for these videos to happen within, very strongly, the first month, so the next 30 days. However, the events could span out between 1 to 3 months, and I do recognize that the tarot typically does not go past the 6-month mark. So these particular readings are going to be for individual horoscope signs. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our reading. Alrighty, this is going to be a reading for Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a monthly forecast reading for the month of August 2020. Keep in mind, for those of you who are cross-watching, that energies can go vice versa. I'm going to go ahead and open up here with the Moonology Oracle cards to see what's coming up in the month of August 2020. I hope all of you Aquarians are doing absolutely wonderful today. Thank you for being here. All right, what messages does Spirit have for us for the month of August 2020? Let's see here. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Wow, look at this. Be bold and make the first move. And oh, look at this, full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Okay, beautiful. So, Aquarius, in the month of August 2020, you're being called to take action. You're being called to move forward in your life. There is definitely something here that is requiring your authentic self, your authenticity. How do you move forward in life? We have show the world the real you. Some of you Aquarians out there may be hiding behind a mask. There may be a fear of you expressing yourself in a very natural way. And you're being called to become more authentic to yourself. And if you're not in that place now, in the month of August 2020, you will definitely be moving into that place. You'll be definitely taking more time for yourself to really understand who you are. Some of you, if you have your eye on a particular career, relationship, you're being called to make the first move. For example, if some of you are single out there and you want a partner, have you considered online dating? If you're not like on a dating app or anything like that, the universe is saying, well, that's one way of allowing yourself to be open to the possibility of a soulmate coming in. If you had your eye on something, the universe is calling you to action. So let's see here. I'm going to be getting into the tarot here in just a moment, and we'll see what's coming up in the month of August 2020. Let's see here. Underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. Wow. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, this is beautiful energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Sagittarian. However, this Wheel of Fortune is saying that there are some very fated events coming into your life in the month of August 2020. There's definitely forward movement here. We have death energy. Wow, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So you guys have likely entered a place of deep transformation, putting an end to things that no longer served you and moving into a more authentic way of being. For the obstacle here, we have the Ten of Wands. You've likely been very burdened with a lot of different priorities. Some of you may be feeling burdened by work, by a relationship, by familial matters. Recent past, we have the Page of Cups. Looking at love in a very dreamy way. Some of you may have received an apology from someone in the past. This could also simply be for some of you, I'm getting a child that you were dealing with, a water sign. But this is about you, likely a way of looking at love has ended. Maybe not being so I don't like to say the word naive, but looking at love from a more mature standpoint, so to speak. In the subconscious realm of that which has not been seen, we have the Five of Wands, some sort of internal conflict. A lot of you Aquarians out there may be having difficulty, I'm hearing, making decisions, not being open to making a decisive move. That's really interesting because that's what likely what these two cards are about. Because the Five of Wands usually means conflict. This could be gossip for some of you. Some of you may be feeling like people are speaking ill of you, or this could just be simply having arguments or feeling internal conflict. The way you're moving forward in the situation, wow, we have the Four of Swords, healing, contemplating. Some of you may have gone through a heartbreak in the past, and you're simply taking it in stride now, focusing on yourself, taking time to go within. Some of you may be sleeping in a little bit more or contemplating things. This is a very quiet place for you to be in, which is fantastic, especially with this death energy here. The way you're moving forward in the situation is, or excuse me, within the near future, we have the Four of Pentacles. So holding on to something, some of you may be closed off in the heart space. Some of you may not be opening up the way you should be or the way you can. And some of you may be holding on to some of the money that you saved up for dear life, I'm getting. Within the near future, you've likely been wanting to focus on your finances, your stability, and that's you will continue to be in this place, but you're coming from you're not wanting to let go of something here in the near future. In a message from the universe directly to you, we have the Four of Cups. This is about mindsets, about missed opportunities. Some of you may be feeling that there was a missed opportunity for you, and you're being called to look at this from a different perspective. You've been focused so much on the Three of Cups here, or the Three Cups here, that you're ignoring the universe's call or an offer that has come in for you that you haven't been viewing in the same way. This also could be about looking at mindsets about boredom. If you're feeling bored with your life or apathetic, this is a time to take a look at that. For others of you, this is simply saying that you should spend a little more time in contemplation. In the weakness, we have the Queen of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with another air sign. However, this weakness is about the universe is asking you to ask good questions. Be very clear and concise in your communication. Some of you may not want to ask questions directly or be very direct because of a fear of conflict. And you're being called to be more open about the way you feel or be more clear about your expectations. This could also be the universe saying, be very mindful of the way that you speak your truth, because oftentimes the Queen of Swords can be much too direct and almost cruel in her delivery. So this is about being very mindful about those kinds of things. Let's see here, in the hopes and fears, wow, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may be afraid of being single at this time. Others of you may be hoping that you could become more independent. Afraid that you're not going to get your finances together. But the Nine of Pentacles is usually a very confident energy here. Some of you may not be feeling very confident, and you're hoping to move into a more confident place, being very afraid of embracing yourself at times. And in the outcome here, we have the Justice card. So this is Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. For some of you dealing with legal matters, it's likely that things will favor you, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a progression, by the way, 10 to 11. And let's see what this is about. Okay, there's a moment of clarity coming through here in the outcome. You're going to see things very clearly. There's some sort of truth that is going to come out. And once you see it, there's no going back from this. There's definitely a truth that will be spoken. It is the right thing to do. If this is you that needs to speak your truth, this is something that will be coming out. However, yeah, especially with the show The World, the Real You, and you taking the first action, this is likely you. Now, if you're cross-watching, this could be your person. But there's some sort of truth that will be coming out in the future. I'm a little bit curious about this Ten of Wands. How can you guys put down the burden? How can the you lovely Aquarians out there, how is it that you can put down the burden and move forward in your life? What is the advice, Spirit, for this Ten of Wands? So the universe is saying with this Ten of Wands, there's some sort of past event likely that you're being called to take a look at and be a little more clear about. The Judgment card is about fessing up to our own actions. This doesn't necessarily mean speaking to a person from the past, but this is simply about a call to action, to looking at our contribution to a particular situation. So with the Judgment card here, this is likely even being called to follow your soul's mission. Some of you out there may be ignoring your intuition or be feeling the call and simply feeling burdened because you don't know how to move forward in that situation. However, I am seeing here with the Six of Wands that you will be overcoming this. You will be moving forward in your life and be victorious, okay? This is about you also. It's funny because I was saying about, I'm not sure if I said it with you guys, about if you guys are single, putting yourself onto a dating app. This is also about being seen. So if some of you are wanting and to manifest a soulmate connection, bottom of the deck here, and as I was saying, manifestation, we have the Three of Wands. So yes, this is just a confirmation for me. For those of you who have been wanting to manifest a soulmate connection, this is also a matter of you putting yourself out there on dating apps, going out, being mindful about the people that you come across, because sometimes a soulmate could walk right next to us and we wouldn't know. But with the Strength card here, this is also about being honest, about being compassionate, about overcoming certain problems in our lives. This is about vulnerability and being able to be compassionate and vulnerable with others. How can we deliver our truths from a compassionate place? And how is it that when we don't speak our truth, how does it burden us? How does it hold us back? Maybe that's what this Four of Pentacles is about as well. So, wow, in the month of August 2020, you're moving into a very beautiful place here, Aquarius. There will be some internal conflicts here, but you're being asked to be bold, to move forward in your life. Be independent, be strong, show the world your authenticity, and don't be afraid of doing that because it takes a lot of inner strength here. Some of you may be wearing a false mask, and maybe that's what the Ten of Wands is about not being your authentic self. Be your authentic self, and those who are drawn to you will come, as depicted here from the Six of Wands. Some of you are working through some karma here. That could also be the Wheel of Fortune. But there's definitely a soulmate connection in the making here for those of you who are not in a soulmate connection with you. You are manifesting one. And for those of you who are in one, there's likely some sort of truth that's going to be spoken that may bring you two closer together. So Aquarius, I want to thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.